Wolfpack. Sometimes the things that I see people do in these games blows me away. And the fact that this game's been out for 2+ years, it still blows me away. Why do people continue to play like this? All right, here we are starting off our in-depth breakdown video, spectating Charo and his teammate Pulga. Of course, it's duos gameplay. Your boy Charo's already sitting on 5 kills. Not exactly sure how he got these kills, but he's got a little bit of momentum. Nothing too crazy, but he's definitely better than half the bots we spectate. No offense, guys. No offense to you bots out there. If a loadout dropping way the hell away, it is what it is. Shit happens all the time, but it's going to be at peak. This is going to be a very difficult one to get, especially just due to the fact that there's going to be players there. Oh. Well, I would break that one down, but that's just being caught out at the wrong time. Enemy had the high ground. He had a long range weapon. We were forced to fight with a close range weapon, and it is what it is. The enemy looks like he has his loadout with a well gun too, so that was just unfortunate COD timing. Let's see if Pulga Rocket 2 kills can go ahead and clutch and get our teammate back. Charo still has the gulag, so not all hope is lost. Now I would imagine that there are players here as well. Pulga's movement definitely needs a little bit of work. Slides and jumps just look a little off, and of course not really. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever gone down a zip line like that. I usually just jump off. I didn't even think you could go down zip lines. Interesting. I mean, clearly you could, but I mean, who the hell does that? Right now, it looks like Pulga's just waiting for the teammate to come back. This happens a lot, man. It happens a lot. Whenever certain players die, other players who aren't confident and have no idea where to go, they kind of just hold their position and wait for their squad mates to come back. I don't mind the fact that we're in this area helping our teammate get the loadout, but we might want to be up there with the loadout in case another team's there camping it. Then your boy jumps down and he gets on because we're out here doing God knows what. All right, we do have enemies below us shooting at Pulga. Pulga again, just kind of sitting there, not really pinging nothing, not helping us out one way or another. You see this a lot. You see this a lot with players. I don't know what it is with pinging that players just don't like about it, but you need to be pinging enemies. Now here, Charo is trying his best to find them. Not really too sure where they're at. Wasting a precision. Still not able to spot anything. An enemy gets in the AA gun and just drives away. And again, Pulga's still in the exact same spot. Hasn't moved since we got here. It's always weird how that works. It really is. You guys will have a very hard time getting better at Warzone if you're not out there getting in fights, helping your squad mate out. He's still in the same spot. Blue's still there. Pulga. Now look at the difference. Charo's got 7 kills. He's navigating the map. Pulga's got 2 kills. He's sitting in a building doing 360s like he's in phase. And Pulga's the one with the threat on him too. Crazy. Charo's debating whether she should go back and help or not. Unfortunately, it looks like he's unfortunately looked like he's forced to. Maybe not. Bounty's expired, and that A gun looks to be the guy who was hunting him originally. And this is the downfall of having teammates who just aren't, I don't want to say competent. That's just bullying, but who aren't trying. We've had to go back and forth to help Pulga now 3 different times, and Pulga's never been there for us. You can tell just by Charo's momentum. He wants to go fight. He wants to go find enemies, but every time he gets close, he has to turn his ass around just to go again save Pulga, who has been 0 help. And look, you guys can be great teammates, even if you're a bad player. You really can. Having communication, like having great comms, having pings, that right there alone could change the entire vibe of the game. Not just in the sense of winning, but also your teammate won't hate you. Everybody wants to find somebody to play with, and if you can't really offer your skill as far as aim and accuracy and movement to the table, offer something. Call outs are extremely easy to do. All right, Charo going for the big game bounty, who's relatively close. I like to see that. Now, guys, I do not want you to just to pass up big game bounties. Pick them up and hunt them down. Even if they're camping in a building, go in there and hunt them down. If you can get that, it's a free advanced UAV, and the sky opens up, man. And look at that. Weird. How do we know they were camping? Because they always do. I'll never understand why people get a bounty on them. They just freeze up. They're like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just run around, man. Think about it this way, because I know a lot of you guys do this. If you have a bounty on you and you're running away from the enemy, it's going to take that enemy a lot longer to catch up to you and get that kill. You can just run for 3 minutes, you're good. But if you sit up in a building, what's going to happen? They're going to come right to you because you haven't moved. They know exactly where you're at. I like the fact we're rotating to the far south side to get the high ground and get a better vantage point, a better angle on the enemy. Polga's going in. I do not like this. That's easy claps. Polga's by themselves. I'm really worried for Polga, to be honest. Probably just sitting in this room. Look at that free advanced UAV, guys. Look how beautiful that is. Look at this. Also, he launched a cluster on himself. I never agree with launching clusters on yourself because of the screen movement. You can't really hear anything. So if enemies do push in, not only are they protected from the cluster because of the building, but now you can't hear them push you. I think it's a dumb strategy. Precisions I'm okay with because it's just a quick bram, bram, and then you're done. But that's, I don't know, it's just questionable. I've never done it. I don't know how I feel about people doing it. It is what it is. I usually like to launch clusters and precisions on other people, and I get the mentality and I get the mindset, well, if they're pushing my building, I might be able to get the... No, probably not. Probably not. All right, we've got pings out right now. Here we are going, and look at Polga again. Polga, poor Polga. What are you pinging? Stop pinging, Polga. You don't deserve to ping anymore. You've lost your privilege. Again, just have good comms. Your boy pings and just flies past it. I don't know what the hell he's pinging. Look at this. Look at this little kid sitting in the tower. Look at this. So what is, someone in here does this, someone who watched this video that does this, what is the reasoning, right? Someone please tell me the reasoning. Because you can shoot through this, you're vulnerable, you don't have much cover. If you stand up, you get shot. If you lay down, you get shot. Easy to wall bang this. It doesn't make any damn sense. It's not really a good vantage point because again, you're so vulnerable. Having the high ground is essentially useless. At least I think you can wall bang it. Maybe not. Granted, he's shooting above it, so we can't really tell if you can wall bang it or not. Most of those you can wall bang. He hit him on that one. I like that Polga's trying to work closer as we're putting some shots on the enemy. This dude's just being a pain in the ass. I guarantee this enemy probably has 1 or 2 kills. I guarantee you. He ain't doing much sitting up there, I'll tell you that much. Enemy jumps off and runs away. There he is heading to the southeast. Charo's in the loadout, so he missed it. Bought a precision to precision that dude. I love it. I love it. Now look at this. Look at this angle. Look at the mini map. You can already tell the enemy's doing something wrong. If Polgo's paying attention, he should be able to shoot this guy because again, his back's vulnerable to us. I have a feeling Charo's gonna be able to get the kill. Let's see if we're able to collapse before the enemy just clears this. There he is. He's gonna be walking right up the hill.
Never mind that.
Or he's gonna lay prone behind the rock.
Rally point has been set.
Yeah, I don't know what this enemy is doing. I'm just as mind blown as you are. I love the fact that you use the precision to force the enemy out of cover. This is great. This is what I use them for, to suppress the enemy or force them out of a bad position. I try not to just use them to waste on execute, unless the dude's being a complete asshole, but this is definitely the way to use it. Now we just watch for the enemy to move, and because he's vulnerable as shit, that's an easy kill. Apollyon, that's what you get, brother. That is what you get. Enjoy your 2 kills, fam. But again, Polga should have had that kill. And that enemy should have known by just his game sense that going up that hill, his whole back would have been vulnerable. It was a bad rotation. It was really bad rotation. He would have been better off bailing off into this ravine and wrapping back around. Something. Anything was better than that. Turning your back to the enemy and running straight, it seems a little crazy. But we see that way too much. I'm gonna try my best to stop talking during gameplay from this point forward. Hard for me too. I like to run my mouth. And break it down when I pause the video. Put the game volume up for you boys. Sit back and relax, guys.
Can we get a recon here?
Olga's got a shit ton of money too. Shit ton of money.
Only 25 left. Keep moving forward.
All right, well, I lied. Just so much downtime now. Holy crap. We have 24 players left. The circle is going to be a little bit more eastward of airfield. We should have a lot of teams in this area. I want you to observe Charo's observation as well. Observe his observation. I want you to notice how he's just looking around. He's not just running tunnel vision straight. He's slide canceling. Movement is key in this game, guys. You got to have movement. Too often we see players just not even slide canceling. If you ever hope to have decent movement, you have got to just master the basics of slide canceling. Because if you don't, movement is never going to be an option. Also, Olga's just kind of holds our butt the whole time too, which, you know, he's not that competent player, so I get it. But you wanna kind of spread out. That way, if the enemy sees us, they don't just beam both of us.
Never mind.
Kind of slow for a duos game. Usually duos games, at least in my opinion, are way more chaotic. I hear gunshots to the south. Accuracy needs a little bit of work. This gun's actually a beamer. Little weak, but a beamer nonetheless. We need to suppress the enemies so your boy can crawl. That is bad juju, homie. We wasted the cluster anyway. They both clustered us. What the? There's 2 clusters on our dude. He somehow survives. What? He somehow survives that. No shot. No shot, Polga. Blessed. Oh, accuracy, brother. You gotta master that one, homie. This is an easy kill. Bro, he went down to gas. Your boy went down to gas, man. We really haven't had to break down too much of this gameplay. This is honestly just kind of a normal one. We haven't gotten into too many fights where I need to discuss anything. No movement, no playing cover, or nothing. Just kind of Long range, easy kills. All right, here we are stemming up the push in. Our teammate just kind of lagging behind. He gets caught out because of it, but not all hope is lost. We're able to go ahead and get the kill on one of them. Probably, oh no, it's team wipe. Just kidding. I was like, oh.
10 remain. Victory is within reach.
Another footstep as well. I thought I heard a footstep. I'm gonna be honest. Thought I heard a footstep, but I was like, no, it says team wipe. It had to be in his own. But great reaction time. Able to go ahead and whip a nice little 180 on him. A couple B hops saved his ass, but we are instantly getting pushed. He popping another plate. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Facebook LV. What do you think that means? I'm moving on to Prime. This is a long ass name, dude. Prime Adrenaline. There we go. All right, moving on to Prime Adrenaline and driving around a vehicle. Now look, I'm never a fan, especially in game, of driving around in vehicles, but especially this pilot. This is crazy. One, if you're driving around a vehicle in game, if it's not, Bertha's the exception because it's a tank, but if it's, even so, you're allowing the enemies to know exactly where you're at. You're making noise, you're popping up on the mini map. Players will know where you're at, especially if you hop out the car. Then what? You just happen to hop out near an enemy, they're gonna look right towards where your vehicle is and beam the shit out of you. I never recommend driving vehicles in game. To each their own. There are players that are great at it and benefit from it, especially if you have good movement and aim. It doesn't really matter. Those of you that are struggling out there, I'd recommend staying out of vehicles, especially in game. Actually, not especially, just only in game. It looks to be driving around, waiting to find an enemy and then jump out on them, but yeah, that's pretty much what we thought was going to happen. Right? It would have been better off on foot. I don't know what you're doing, my guy. Now, I understand you need guns. And again, the reason why I said I don't know what you're doing is because there's still, at the time, there were 5 teams left. We're on the edge of the gas and we're in the last building. There's going to be players around us. When they hear you coughing, what's going to happen? They're going to shoot you. Not to mention you're wasting all your plates. I know you needed a gun. I get it. But I don't know his full story. He should have got it earlier. He should just look for another weapon. Don't know. Don't care. It was a bad decision. He probably would have died regardless, but whatever. How is he? Why does he have no weapon this late in the game? He did not just come back from the ghoulie. Look at your boy crouch walking in the open. Look at this shit. You can't make this up. Look at this. Which one of you is going to challenge me on this? Which one of you about to go to my comment section like, crouch walking is a good strategy, Savage? Who is it? You clearly did not see my video on Tuesday, did you? Oh, man. Especially in a situation like this. Duo versus solo. We're outnumbered. We hear people shooting below us. That's an easy kill. One more left, maybe. Or he's got selfie. Selfie it is. Still crouch walking, by the way. Oh, we stood up. We're good. We see an enemy above us right now. We know exactly where he's at. Never mind. This is one of those lobbies. 1v1, we know the last guy's at. There's no reason for us to lose this. We have the circle advantage point. Enemy does have the high ground, but it shouldn't matter. If we can somehow play our lives long enough for them to get forced out by the zone, it really doesn't matter where he's sitting at. We should not throw this game. We might throw this game, though. We might throw this game. Work your way up a little bit. I mean, it's a little late now. The enemy still had a better position than we do. Oh my god, he did. Wow. Let's rewind this, and this is what I'm talking about. When I always tell you guys in game of the videos is the most crucial, because that's when all the tips and tricks really come out, is in game. This is what I mean, bro. The moment, let's just go back further. We know he's up here. We know the circle. The moment that circle comes, we don't just sit right here. Circle's got to come to us. If we go ahead, we're closest. If we go ahead and position ourselves by this ridge and wait for the enemy to come to us and then shoot them. But what do? I don't know what this is. We're not even staring at the enemy. We're looking at the rock. Like, this one, no, I want to go this way. Nah, I don't know what I want to do. Then he crouches, and then he crouches again. These guns are beamers. I don't want to hear anyone say, but it makes your accuracy better. You with this build, you don't need that shit. Stop it. Stop it. Did it help him survive? Did he win the gunfight? No, it didn't. Weird. And then, of course, at this point, again, I would have rotated to these ridges. Either this one right here and held these rocks, which would have been fine, or push closer to the enemy. And that's probably a little bit more dangerous. This is definitely a good vantage point. At least you have cover. At least if he shoots at you, you're hidden. You could drop, play it up, whatever the case is. But instead, we're sitting on a rock, vulnerable, no hard cover. We got a couple leaves in front of us. Hopefully, the leaves can just swat the bullet away. I don't know. And then he's probably like, "Oh man, how did it happen?" Again, this rock right here would have been great. Great. Preferably this one, but man, it's all about timing. It's all about execution. It's all about not do this a lot. We spectate games and games and games. I've probably spectated over 500 games that I've even posted, and I've spectated way more over on Twitch. I probably got 1,000 under my belt, not to mention games that I've played. I've slaughtered people that do this. I've seen people die that do this. This is not a good strategy. There's very few times crouch walking will actually help you. Going up staircases inside of a building when you're protected and no one can shoot you from the outside, I'm fine with it. Out in the open like this, not a good strat. Please stop doing it. It's almost like laying prone on a hill just waiting for an enemy to come to you. You're just going to get headshotted, bro. Stop laying prone waiting. Oh, it's heartbreaking, man. But guys, GG. Guys, I know it's like a broken record, harping over the same things, but guys, the same mistakes are just happening over and over again. I know that a lot of you guys watching this do these mistakes. And if you don't do these mistakes, you just enjoy watching me slaughter the people that do these mistakes. Either way, thanks for watching. If you have friends that do this stupid shit, please send them this video. You should not be forced to play with people like that. Help them evolve, help them grow. And again, dude, these players can be way better if they just stop doing this weird stuff, man. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave it a like, subscribe today, and also follow me on Twitch, where I live stream 4 times a week, as well as Facebook Gaming, where we cover Rebirth gameplay. But until next time, guys, you have a good one. Good luck in Warzone.